and that's just what I believe. I don't think this is the Tiger team that we've seen drop off across maps. You know, yeah, that's a good point brought up by Mitch, but the fact that it's Tiger who have Urcast doing everything on map 1 and it falls off on the next one, right? It's not the Tiger that has everybody showing up. I feel like there's enough going for this team across 2 series now that they should be able to take this.
Also, like you said, like Urcast especially performing the way he did at Nuke. And he's a sort of player who we all know can be just dangerous and so consistent every single time, right? And if he plays at his level, it's going to be hard for Beyond.
But that's the exciting thing about this, right? Because usually when he has that level, no one else shows up on the team. But over on Nuke, it was him showing up and everybody else. Even NCL had his moments. So yeah, exactly. And so this team, very exciting right now. You know, we need to see this become a consistent factor. And if it is, well, we're right back near the top with Tiger. And that's exciting to see. That's the Tiger that got everybody to be a fan of him, right? Is the fact, okay, this is the Tiger we can call the top team in Asia. But they haven't really been that for a while. Look at this push coming in from Olivia. He's pushed all the way through the brown holes. He's got so much information off of this. The A defense is going to be so strong before Tiger even get near the bomb side. This is looking so good for Beyond.
Still walking up, Dink. Oh my lord!
That's the bomb. That's the bomb.
Sorry.
Urcast, he turned. He nearly gets it done, but it's going to be the kill from Olivia. Now Tiger, no. Okay, he's pushed through B. Or Pop Dog. We're kind of screwed right now. We got to figure out what we want to do. It's going to be the long Ivy smoke to the left side. Coming in here. And what Cabal, he's spotted. Tiger a little bit. You've already lost 9 and Urcast and 0 control available to Tiger with 23 seconds left. This is just a bad round from Tiger overall. They kind of think they were going to have map control to work with. I mean, if everything went to plan, if Beyond didn't get aggressive, if Olivia didn't push to the brown holes, Tiger probably have a much better chance of winning that, right? But as soon as he throws a spanner into the works, they're fully confident. They fully know it's the A-bomb site. And the panic sets in for Tiger. They didn't really know what to do after that. So just a bad piss around, really. And they couldn't really account for that aggression coming in from Olivia. So that costs them. And they'll forget about it. They'll move forward. They'll forget about that one. It's not a huge misplay other than probably should have had at least one player in the brown holes. But I guess we're going for an A execute.
Also, I feel like that's something the Tiger... I'm actually glad they learned this lesson early on, because they need to expect there's a waterfall of death, and the Glocks just run amok. Bomb will get planted, or won't it? No, it won't. Urcast is going to be pushing on in, and there's nothing he can do. He's trapped between an M4 and an MP9. Couple of kills. Tiger are going to be okay with that. They don't get the bomb down, of course. That means this buy isn't going to be as good as they would want it to be, but they will have the AK, Stinko. They will have a bit of utility as well to work with. 9 probably debating whether he goes for the Galil or no. AK is going to be the call.
Yeah, I feel like it's very important that Beyond get off to this good start and keep it up, right? They lose this gun round, then I get a little bit worried for them. I feel like they're a pretty emotional team. You know, looking at their player counts back in a different tournament that was played last weekend and a few days ago, you can see they get really hyped up in their wins, and sometimes they go a little bit quiet when they're losing rounds. So I feel like they're a very emotional team in that respect, and it'll be very important for them to get off to a good start just for that mentality.
I want to have a permanent cam in Tyloo bootcamp.
Yeah, you don't really want that permanently, because you know they play with they play with half clothing, right? They play half naked.
How
on the
amazing
play cam
is
when
that?
they know they're on camera. Imagine not knowing when they're not on camera. You know what I mean, Blood? This could get dangerous.
Yeah, it could be quite deadly indeed. For all our sanities and our collective eyes as well. Here we go. Dope's crept on in. Oh, wait, what? How are they not aware of where he might be? And Dobu finding QQ, that's a problem. Now, STK is trapped, Dingo, and he's very low. He's got to make his escape. Does a lot of damage onto 9, and 9 smartly won't face. And Dobu's still alive here. Look at the amount of control they have. NCL doesn't have to worry about his right-hand side. Dobu has everything covered. And now the CT's pinned all the way back of Old Bomb. And they're slowly going to be creeping up towards this bomb site. NCL has to find something. Olivia replies back with it up. NCL gets to kill on the STK. That's a player on the bomb train dead. There's another one creeping up from Ivy. Bomb's going to be planted. NCL should be wary. Olivia with the scope. I'm not sure if it's been heard. There's no one nearby, but I think NCL is very much aware of this. Meryl's looking to pick up the M4, which he will. Bomb ticking away, NCL will be traded. Now it's a 2v2 as Olivia finds Dobu as well. Already expecting the second player all the way to the right-hand corner. No, they're not. And Olivia decides to call it a day. Picks up a double, but that's all they're going to get. Tiger, they win the first round on board, and it's, of course, the first buy round as well. Look at the hunt on. Look at Cabal just legging it, and Olivia hears him, and he's just going to reposition himself.
That's an important round for Tiger to win, right? Coming into it, I just said, preface the round with, it's incredibly important for Beyond to get off to a good start here in the CT side. They win this gun round. That's where they can get into a good mentality moving forward. But right now we're looking at a pretty good start coming in from Tiger. I mean, winning that first gun round is very important for them. They'll have the rifles out, the UMP here for Cabal, Galil out for Dobu. Beyond, though, they still have the AWP in the hands of Olivia that was saved on over. They've got a few SMGs and few rifles to play with here as well. And it's not a done deal, Blair. They can still certainly pull this round off. It's not like Tiger's buy is fantastic. And a missed shot from Olivia, that's not the start they'd be looking for, but I'm pretty sure he's just seeing the player cross back. So at least that's some information. He seems to still be paranoid about upper. QQ's got a good kill on the Dobu, though. That's a good start.
Oh, and that's a nice pick as well from KNTZ. This kind of like a rough buy for Beyond. It is starting to work out. They should be wary. Tiger. You know, honestly, okay, firstly, this round looks kind of grim right now, and I'm actually going to be favoring Beyond here, but I'd like it if Tiger were a little bit more proactive and had a little bit more belief in their executes instead of just relying on this pick-based style, where against a team like Beyond, where they have the aimers, they have these, and they're going to be very unpredictable here on the CT side, and it can kind of throw a wrench into your plans. Instead of just stuck to their game plan, I feel it would be way more effective, if you ask me. Urcast, smoked by his own teammate. Flashbang out. He's going to walk out. Spots out a player. That's a whiff spray. That's a whiff spray. That should have been insta-kill. Fly back, and there's nothing 9 can do. 23 seconds on the clock. You might just have to run for the hills, Dinko. And it's going to be Beyond winning round number 3. What a round to be won as well. Look at the buy they have, Dinko. MP9, a Deagle, a FAMAS in the hands of QQ earlier on, and it's still going to steal it away. Almost a team ace as well.
That's a brilliant round. They need to find. Oh, 9. Gets the headshot at least. Falls away. But yeah, that comes down to that start that QQ gets, right? He takes down Dobu early on. That immediately has Tiger the disadvantage. And we've seen, I thought it was just going to be the pistol round problem, because obviously it was a bit of a strange round. But here in this round as well, we definitely seen the lack of mid-round decision-making from Tiger starting to come through. They didn't really figure out what to do in the mid-round, and Beyond kind of capitalized on that. It was very disjointed from Tiger across the board.
Was that smoke towards Pop Dog to try and kind of like fool Beyond into thinking that Tiger didn't have anyone in Pop Dog? I guess that was a play, but I don't know, a little risky. That was risky. That was very, very risky. Olivia so lucky to stay alive, and he's still completely, well, unaware someone might be coming in from behind, but fortunately for him, KNTZ's there. And this is a forced buy, mind you, and it is getting completely dismantled. Beyond with a solid hold. Urcast and Dobu left in a 2v5, and Urcast has an AK to work with. No head armor, so it's going to rely purely on his aim. And he's going to be grouping up with his teammate, that is Dobu, still waiting towards Olaf. What can Urcast do, Dinko?
He's got to do everything. That's the problem here. So I'll see what he can do, and it's going to be nothing. Olivia finds him on top of the blue trim. And yeah, 4-1 start. I mean, Beyond, this is exactly what they needed. Tiger find the first gun round, but Beyond comes swinging after. They find themselves the recovery rounds as well coming in after that. And now Tiger, they're going to have to take a full eco across the board. Maybe a small amount of investment, maybe a couple of P250s, maybe some of the players decide they want a Deagle, but this should be a 5th round for Beyond. 5-1 up CT side, that's already starting to look pretty comfortable. For me, that's more comfortable of a start than they got over on Nuke, their map pick, right? And I don't know, they just kind of seemed a little bit rough throughout Nuke. So this is definitely a good time for them to feel a bit more comfortable, finally get a taste of what victory feels like in rounds. And perhaps this can be a different story. Tiger They need to get going on this T side. They need to. And moving into this next round, that's where they've got to do it.
Yeah, right now just the pistols. And looking at the stats for Beyond, they've played this map 5 times in the past 3 months, at least based on HLTV results. I'm not counting any local cups or local events they might have played. They've lost to Tiger in the previous RMR Dinko. It was in overtime. Then they lost to Vici. They beat Bren, which is a pretty solid performance considering Bren do enjoy playing Train. They lost to Tyloo in overtime, and then they got dismantled by Checkmate just a week ago. It's kind of mixed bag of results with just a 20% win rate on it. And then you look over to Tiger, where they trashed Vici. It was 16-11. Then they beat Invictus 16-11. They beat New Happy, more of an unknown Chinese team there. They beat Bren. They beat After. They beaten Beyond. Although that was in the previous RMR, where it was again in overtime. So it's a map, like, at least based on the data we have, Tiger should be almost unbeatable, especially for a team like Beyond. But yeah, we said that on Nuke, Dinko, and see how that played out.
I hate reading into data, though, when it comes to Asian Counter-Strike. I just feel like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
and you just end up confusing your own head, right? You just kind of... I feel like recency bias is probably the best thing to go with, honestly. You know, even though sometimes people look at that as unreliable. When it comes to Asian Counter-Strike, I feel like it's probably the most reliable thing you can go to. It's just, how did Tiger perform in the last best of 3? It's like, good? Yes. Well, then...
They beat Vici.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we need to go on. I don't like looking back at statistics from weeks ago because Asian Counter-Strike changes so much day to day. What's it going to be like in a month?
Hour to hour. Tyloo,
yeah, exactly.
Unbeatable in map 1.
Exactly what I mean. So that's why I feel like reading into statistics, of course, we've got to do it, but I always take them with a pinch of salt. I always just want to make my own opinion based on what I've seen in the tournament so far. To me, Tiger looked good on Train. They don't look unbeatable, that's for sure. But against Beyond, the way Beyond have been playing, I definitely feel like they should be taking this. And I feel like they will. They just need a little bit of time to warm up into it. It's been a pretty good start for Beyond. And Tiger's money's kind of been in limbo. But finally, again, they go by. They need to win this round off. I'm to be fully confident in their first half performance.
A fantastic start so far for Beyond. 5-1 up CD side and their opponent's map pick, trailing a map. Very happy with it, but Dobu cracking open the A-bomb side, getting 1 kill, 2 kills. KNTZ instantly deleted, but not before he at least gets a kill. Now 2 players making the way from Pop Dog, and of course NCL lying in wait for Olivia. The flames out, that should be it, Dinko. That should be it. Unless they pull off something truly miraculous, and I do believe the sound of the ladder has been heard by Dobu, who's going to reposition himself towards team mains, waiting for a potential flank, and looking at the position for Merald. They're looking for exits here. This one's dumb.
Yeah. Oh, it is dumb for sure. As soon as you lose multiple players in towards the A-bomb site like that with absolutely no defense, you know, if they don't get 1 kill, I mean, Urkat's the only player that goes down here. And other than that, you know, there's nothing going on. So, yeah, there's no retake attempt there. There's no attempt at all. You got to save. And that's just very simple Counter-Strike coming in from Tiger. Just simple execute on towards the A-bomb site. Very basic utility. Dobu just finds himself in a really good spot, knows he has to take some fights. And how quick was he in finding those headshots? NCL as well, very snappy, but Tiger, just a very simple round. That's what I want to see from them. I want to see that simple Counter-Strike coming through because I feel like that's where they thrive. And Dobu yet again, another big round from him, another big performance. Mitch said he was impressing him across 2 series. I have to agree. He's been really solid. He has been pretty much of a non-factor, I would say, in the other matches for Tiger. He hasn't really impressed me. He hasn't really disappointed me. But here in this last 2 series against Vici and now against Beyond, he's been very impressive.
I feel like the tragedy of Dobu is before Urkaz came back from Greyhound to join. Oh my, that's a rough spray, Dobo. That's a rough one. Before Urkaz came back and joined his Tiger team, the most well-known player in the region, apart from of course Machine Gun and Zilkenberg, who at this point in time had kind of like faded away into obscurity, was Dobu. He was kind of like the mercenary, the Mongolian mercenary. He and Cabal, you know, playing for that 5 power lineup, and they were. He was kind of like the shining light, I felt like. And I'm like, you know, when Urkaz and this player playing together, they could be the core firepower for this team alongside Cabal and NCL. And I feel it's just kind of tragic that he's kind of dropped off. He's no longer that potential star in the making. And I feel like it's kind of plateaued out, which is unfortunate. You know, when you have someone like Cabal just out fragging you and being a much more consistently dangerous teammate than you've been. Well, we can talk about it later on, because the hit's going to be coming in. Smokes, Molotov's going to be deployed. Meryl's going to do a great job getting a kill, but trade does take place. Now it's a 2v3 and NCL on 7 HP. They need to cross on over in midair. Olivia catches the player, and Urkas, it's all going to come down to him. A lovely tap, finds 2 kills. Urkas is a god. He doesn't know where the third player is, but he's going to make his escape.
Oh my god.
Oh no, he looks the wrong way, Dinko, and STK will find him, but my oh my, Urkas has come to play, and if it's going to require him getting a 1v5 clutch ace every round, he's going to do it just to win this map.
I think he outplays himself there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, he gets the 2 kills. Fair enough. That's fantastic. Beautiful stuff. We definitely don't fault you for that. But it's the fact that he doesn't even go to the bomb site. You know, I feel like if he taps the bomb, at least that confirms the position of the last player, right? Or at least draws him out. I feel like just fully committing to ramp with no information to suggest otherwise is... not a big fan of that. But nonetheless, it was a really good attempt. Those 2 kills are beautiful. And any more than that would have been ridiculous. But Tiger, they don't get the round win. It's 6-2. It's Beyond in a position where they can be pretty happy with this. It was a pretty bad start for Tiger in the last round, so you can kind of forgive them for losing the round, but also being able to pull it that close is impressive. And now they go on towards the bomb site. Mayrols is going to be under pressure. It's a good spot for this. They continued running, he was guaranteed at least one, but Tiger, instead of doing that, they're going to go to the site, get the bomb down this time. This is much more of a team effort. Simple counter-strike. Mayrols looks away at the wrong time, and he goes down to Dobu. It was actually QQ's flash, I think, that made Mayrols look away. And so, therefore, it is looking like a Beyond side that is starting to crumble a little bit, but NCL going down. Urkas able to trade back. So 4v3, man advantage still intact for Tiger, and Urkas is going to get another here. He is just feeling it. He is just so aware, and he is shutting them down. It's like he's smurfing in the Asian region. He's just having a great time.
Of course he's smurfing. I mean, this is a guy who was playing in, like, you know, tier 2, even tier 1 international events at one point with Greyhound, and, you know, unfortunately, he wasn't able to maintain his residency in Australia, which is why he had to come back to Mongolia. And he comes back here. He had a kind of a tepid start, and then now it's kind of like he's finding his groove again. It's kind of like remembering, like, you know, so it's like Jason Bourne, amnesia. He wakes up, he's like, "Who am I? I don't know who I am." And then he's like, "I'm freaking Urcast. These guys are idiots compared to me. I'm a god." And he's showing up. He's looking so darn good. And it's just a tragedy that the rest of the team's not able to even come close to his level consistently. Yeah, like you said, Dinko, 9 has his moments, NCL has his moments. Cabal, yes, Cabal has been solid, but apart from that, if only Dobu steps it up, I feel like Tiger could be way more dangerous. Way, way more dangerous.
Yeah. That's the Tiger that can win events. That's the Tiger that can really push Tyloo to the limits and beat them. You know, we've seen them do it before. He does have a caveat beside that win, though, saying that Tyloo were a new rosters. But I still hold the faith that Tiger would be able to beat Tyloo. I think they're one of the teams. I mean, if Lim Vision can do it, Tiger can do it. That's all I'm saying.
So no one knows about how, in God's name, Tyloo got just, like, destroyed by Lin Vision. It wasn't even close, Dinko. 16-7, 16-8? Ugh.
I mean, that's just a little wild, isn't it?
It's like, were they playing on, like, tablets or something? Like an iPad?
Were they playing at all?
True, were they AFK? And, you know, they won a few rounds because Lin Vision was so paranoid they just remained in spawn. And they ran out of time. Seen that happen.
Well, 6-3 on the scoreboard right now. It should be 6-4 if everything goes according to plan and Olivia doesn't show up. 30 seconds. He's still on the bomb site with that AWP, and these kills need to come in quickly. Urcast and 9 finding a few of them. There's still Olivia there, but oh my god, just gets cleaned up. KTZ going down. It does leave Mayrols left alone into a 1 versus 3. He can't deny anything. In fact, he will be denied life. He goes down 4 rounds for Tiger. We take a look at what Beyond have in their back pockets. It's not a whole lot of cash, but this should be enough for a couple of Deagles out here, a little bit of Kevlar. They'll mainly want to save into the next round, though. So Tiger, this should be 5. And then again, Well, I had to say, it was looking a little rough for Tiger at the start of this. They were looking quite shaky. It was 5-1. Finally get around the board, but then Beyond answer back. But if they win this round, as they should, it should be 6-5, and then my worries start to disappear. That's when I start to feel Tiger in control again. Ooh.
Well, okay. Cabal, Beyond the Grave, gets a kill. A shot from 9. Patient play. Avoids the flash. And one thing which I feel Tiger should be doing in some of these... Oh my god, the timing on this. Urcast. Well, okay, that doesn't pan out for Olivia. I wish in some of these rounds, maybe not the... even the anti-eco rounds, right? Or anti-force-buy rounds. I want Tiger to play their game instead of just being reliant on holding angles, because holding angles is just like playing a default. Because so many times they kind of, I feel like, punch themselves in the nether regions just for being so very passive. Like, what's happening over here? They're going to be walking on out. CZ lying in wait, but Urcast, he's just standing and doing. He doesn't even move, Dinko. He just stands there. It's like, yeah, shoot me. I'll shoot you faster.
Well, they win the round. And that's what we've been talking about, waiting for that to come through. And Tiger, they get it under their belt. We go into this next round, round number 12. And Tiger will be looking to tie things up. Beyond have posted 6 rounds, but it's not enough yet to feel anywhere near comfortable. I feel like if Tiger win one more round, that should be enough, right? That should be enough for them to feel comfortable going into the second half. They're going to really bring the fight to Beyond then. And Beyond... To feel comfortable, I would say 10-5 is when they would actually feel comfortable at this point. So let's see. Let's see if they get these last 4. It's pretty unrealistic, to be honest. So we should be looking at Tiger get at least a few more on the T side. Tom brought up a great point earlier on. I feel like it's definitely an answer as to why we see so many T rounds on the T side of train. I'll get back to that point as we go into this one. It's an absolute shutdown. Tiger not getting anything, but Dobu, they line up. It's 2 for him. He's going to go back and try for a third, but he couldn't quite line it up. So it's all on Cabal. Dobu has put him in a position that's not exactly entirely undoable, but Emerald's going to take his head right off. Yeah, that's good. That was just a good round from Beyond overall. Very clean, clinical, good crossfire, shutting down the quick attack. I think Tiger have been trying... I said at the start, simple Counter-Strike is going to work for them. I think they were a little too simple this time, right? It was just the aim jewels as they ran out with the slow default. Straight into the attack. But they just straight up didn't hold that. They just rushed straight into a bomb site, and it... Obviously, you walk into your stack utility because Beyond have everything still available to them. Every player is in their positions that they started the round in, so they all have the crossfires. I feel like, oh, the STK timing is awful, but he still gets the kill.
What?
Dobu, man. You have some crispy aim, but then that happens. Why you gotta do that? Well, let's forget about it.
Goodbye, STK. He whiffs too much for someone playing at this level. He didn't use to, Dinko. He really didn't use to. He's been around for a while. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ugh, ow, strain the kneecaps. Shattered shin bones for Urcast, but he doesn't budge. And Olivia's gonna find him. This is again starting to look lackluster from Tiger. Again, a discombobulated attack. Everyone's kind of just spacing us off. Dobu whiffing shots. We were talking about how Tigers show up and it's like really good and suddenly it's like really bad. But they're doing it from round to round, which is mental. Just mental. I don't know. I feel if Beyond get a 10 rounds, we're going to be seeing map number 3, Dinka.
Nah. Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah? Oh yeah. In a Tiger camp, are you?
Yeah, I still am. I still am. I think right now, you know, this isn't the best T side, I have to say, from Tiger. It has been pretty questionable, and it's been relatively uninspiring. But I feel like the CT side is where the fires get relit. I think that's where Tiger are going to show up, even if they only get 5. I think 5 is enough. But I feel like they have to win the pistol round. If they don't win the pistol round, then that's when a few problems will arise, for sure. Ooh. I think Mayrolls will be happy enough with that Molotov, but it feels like he wanted it to go a bit deeper. Didn't bounce though at all, and now, well, here comes the attack from Tiger, the utility up the flashbangs. The goal here is to get a couple of kills to get the bomb down. That's the main goal. Instead of running straight to the site to get a wrap the site, Mayrolls gets shut down by his own teammate, but QQ, it doesn't matter who he's killing. He'll just take everybody down with him, and Cabal gets one. Don't get the bomb plant. I don't know how you feel about the way they approached the site there, Blood. Instead of, I don't know if I didn't catch if there was a Molotov. I don't think there was, but I think that was actually intentional to wrap the long way around the bomb site. So instead of going straight to default, what they did was run the whole way around the gray train. He has a chance to win this, you know. 40 seconds, he's still alive.
No.
You got to come from upper. If he doesn't come from upper, he has to hit the shot on the connector quickly. Olivia's scoped in with the AWP.
No.
If he can beat the shot, take the headshot, then look down onto the bottom side. Hey, a very wild picture here, Blair. Let's see, Cabal. What can you do? Trying to beat the shot out of Olivia's, but the connector player, he needed to hit that shot. That's when the problem arises now. Olivia peeks into the open. 9-5 on the board. But yeah, back to the point, the question. So they wrap the gray train instead of running straight to default. I feel like that probably opens them up to more death. I'm not a fan of that. I don't know about you.
I think I want to probably take a look at a replay because my mind seems to have been wiped clean by that 1D from Cabal, but I guess it also has to do with the buy they have and trying to potentially catch Beyond off guard. Because like you said, it's a kind of a counterintuitive way of approaching that. And especially when you have a buy like that, I guess you can be forgiven for going for it. But
yeah,
you know what they say, Dinko, it's everything's easier on hindsight. Olivia, 6 points of health, he survives.
I'm not a fan of how Dilbo is playing on this T side now. This is a bit ridiculous. I wonder how many kills he's actually given away at the start. This is pretty embarrassing. Oh yeah, it's 1-by-1. This is bad.
Why are they like this? Why did they play so good one round and then next round it's like, oh, we don't know what to do. We just gotta go in 1-by-1. We hit headshots, yeah? No. That's not how you play Counter-Strike, guys. Dobu he's been involved in a lot of opening duels, and I think he's gone 3-1, 3 lost. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he won it. The rounds that he won. Oh my god!
Yeah,
what are you doing? What are you doing? What does that? How does that even make sense? Well, 9 and Cabal, they've just been gifted a round win.
Oh
it's
my
going to be
God.
6 for Tiger. Beyond, you muppets.
Oh, Muppets is about right, Dinko. That was what is that? Out in the open, no one's watching Ivy? Like, what is the timing on that? It's like no one's talking. It's everyone's trying to play Counter-Strike in hard mode, like voice enabled 0. Mute everyone in TeamSpeak.
I have
been
no
10-5.
idea what was going on there. It looked like someone was really respecting his teammate, giving him a lot of admiration there.
Replay.
That's
Getting
the
a
only
replay,
thing
please.
that I can really think about, Blaze. Just thinking of really, really enjoying his time with his teammate.
I want that image to just soak into my brain. All right, there we go. All right, so it's a 4v3, right? They know
Here
where
we go.
NCL is. They knew where
What?
NCL is. They knew where NCL is, and oh my god, why? Why? Why?
Sounds like you're just being possessed by a demon.
I need a priest. I need a priest to exercise
Yeah.
some of these
Just
moments.
go to Mexico. They have a bunch of those. You can just
What?
yeah.
Is it called
in Mexico?
Father
They have
Tequila?
yeah, no. They have these like churches you go to, and you get like exorcisms. It's like really popular in Mexico. I watched some show about it. It was pretty cool. And they basically just have this woman lay on the floor, and they just like kick her and punch her, and yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like he pushes the stick into it. It's kind of weird. No,
What
never
are you
mind.
watching, Nick?
It's a Netflix travel show, all right. It's nothing more.
It's a travel show? Okay.
Yeah, thank
all right.
you.
They're selling a fake. This is art fake. But look at Cabal. Look at the minimap. Look at Cabal. He hasn't budged yet, Dinko. And with the bomb that being what's Beyond doing? There are 4 CDs inside. There's still walk.
Have they just been like removed from the server? Has their brains just been sucked out of their head with a straw or something?
No. listen, that was a very good fake, right? They have 4 players, and now they've got the kill. Now they're going to be walking out, Dinko, and they have no utility.
Yeah.
It's a shooting gallery. Just Kabal doesn't have to peek. He does not have to show himself. The bomb's been spotted out.
This is
Watch him win this.
Yeah,
Watch him win this.
No. Come on, Tiger. I have enough faith in him to be able to pick this one up. But QQ is over towards B. The bomb's coming back here. It's almost like they should have done that in the first place, but it's over here anyway. I'm gonna try and get it down, but QQ goes down. STK. At least he confirms the bomb plan. They get the bomb down.
They got it down.
That was the goal. That's basically a pistol win.
What is that round? That is so funny.
It makes zero sense.
They had so much utility. They faked enough. And then they walk out all the way through bathrooms, all the way towards T mains. Instead, they could have kept a guy at T main, right? Done this fake. The bomb could have head straight back down towards Pop Dog. They could have just burst on towards the outer bomb side. Yes, Kabal was still holding towards Ivy, but they could have isolated him, got the bomb down maybe. Maybe save one smoke for that. Instead, that was like, I don't know what they were planning.
Yeah, but all my win conditions are being met right now, Blair, right? We got 6 rounds on the board for Tiger. Beyond needed 10-5 to feel comfortable. They've also lost the pistol round in the second half. So now Tiger are in the perfect position to close this. They need to get off to a fantastic start, and so far they've given themselves that opportunity.
I agree. Tiger, they've had some brain fart moments, can't deny that, but my oh my, Beyond have given them so many opportunities to come back into this game. And Tiger are grabbing the by both hands, mind you. As once more, we play the game of guess which team won the pistol round. 3 Galils and AK for the T side, and for the CTs, it's 2 MP9s, a couple of FAMASs, Kabal with the M4. I kind of like the setup, though. But against a rifle, I don't think it's necessarily going to be the right play. Bomb is all the way towards T mid. That's yet to be picked up, and I do believe Kiki's going to be picking that up. They are using a lot of utility. 44 seconds on the clock. Nine's going to get the opening pick. He is going to find SDK towards the upper ramp. NCL's holding towards Pop Dog. They're going to be heading back towards T main, I guess.
I love how it's actually just always a question as to what Beyond are thinking and what they're doing. But yeah, I think they have no other option but to head in towards A. And while Dover is going to shut them down with the MP9. 2 big kills. NCL holds down in towards Pop Dog and KTZ. 1 versus 4, 13 seconds, no one near the bomb site. It's all about elimination. And well, as long as they just hide and not give him anything, that should be easy. And while 9, he'll peek from heaven, he'll take the kill. And it's 8 rounds for Tiger. The force buy not paying off for Beyond. Then right down to the eco again. And we should be seeing Tiger tie things up.
Look at the upgrade as well for the rifles, right? They sure they lose the M4, which is unnecessary, I feel like, but they got an AK, they got a Galil. Upgrades all around. Beyond, that fell apart, and I'm not too sure what Beyond's doing here. Pistol round, they seem to have a great idea, and then halfway through, they're like, all right, guys, so what are we supposed to do again?
Are of the same opinion.
Perhaps. Even this round, like, just running out towards teammate, no control of Pop Dog, one player dropping it. Like, get control of some part of the map earlier. Just try. Could be Pop Dog, could be Ivy, could be teammate. You got to get some map control early in the round, or at least, like, over a minute remaining, instead of having 0 map control. No Ivy control, no teammates control, no control of Pop Dog, no control towards even Brown Halls, and then you go for like a Hail Mary 30-second run-out play. It's not going to work out, guys.
I feel like Urcast is definitely going to need a new chair. His back is probably in so much pain right now. From not right now on this map, but is it? Just in general, really. This Tiger team have relied upon this guy so much, and it's 14 kills on the board, 14-12. A lot of the rounds that they've even won here on train, he's got some very impactful kills in. I would love to have a guy like Urcast on my team. I would also kind of feel bad if he was on my team, because I would definitely realize this guy's better. This guy's better than
Listen. Urkas grew up in Mongolia riding horses when he was 5 years of age, okay? And was hunting stuff
That'd
at
be
that
kind of
age.
cool.
Do you think the guy has back problems? Of course not. The guy's he's a rock. STK finds Dobu, and in return, Cabal will get the trade. Meanwhile, remaining members of Beyond, they're wasting not much time, heading straight into the Lion's Den. That is Urkast's B-bomb site. He's got a Galil Dinko, but honestly, at this point, he can give this guy even a Bison, and he would still win these duels.
Well, here he goes. Push coming out from Upper. He's going to do a little bit of damage on the QQs. Down to 11 HP. Now gone thanks to 9's FAMAS at long range. And while Urkas tosses the Molotov in, it doesn't actually hit the mark, but he still finds the kill. It's actually a flashbang that goes up. And Urkas kills himself. Was that his Molotov or was that an HE?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was Molotov.
That's a 1G right there. Twitch chat, I'll give you that one. And while KTC towards Upper, he's looking for this push up and they're going to start falling back, but they can fall back into the arms of NCL. We might just catch them out here. They seem to be aware. Olivia's taking his time going towards Brown Halls. 45 seconds left, NCL. He's just got a little bit unlucky on the timing here, actually. And while, 9 needs to get out of dodge. While 5 and 2 HP left here. 9 has gone down, but NCL could win this. They're so low. 7 HP between them. And he's got a Molotov and a flashbang. But it comes down to the positioning. Oh, he's going with his knife as well here. He's going to be spotted. Oh my god, how Beyond pulled that off?
Why did he run?
He's clearly just not very comfortable in that situation. Like, you could just tell when you see him pull his knife out as he's about to run in. He's just very indecisive. He doesn't seem to have the same killer instinct as a lot of his teammates. And again, that's another round where Urkas just does pretty much everything. He even kills himself. He's like, come on, guys, right? Let's go. And they still don't get it done.
Yeah, even pulling off the true 1G. That was strange. I mean, I like the read from Beyond because they realized, they're like, wait, there's only one player facing us towards, you know, the bomb site. So in all probability, the flank is on. Good Molotov, but the moment he starts running in, it's just giving away his position. And yeah, that was just strange. SDK finds Dobu and Seal with the trade. Now he can't get out of here. He's completely, of course, unaware that there is no one towards team mains rather. As the hit is going to be coming in towards the inner bomb side again, Dinko, but this time it's going to be 2 players lying in wait. It's going to be 9 with an AWP. Oh, the timing is perfect. Finds QQ. Repositions himself. Going to be scoped in, double scoped in for mode. Smoke's going to obscure his vision, but Urkas is there, Dinko. That's always a dangerous proposition if you're going to be heading into the site as NCL looking for more. And Urkas steals away the 3rd kill, but that's pretty much done. Urkas is just deleting everyone. This bomb site. Yeah, there's no entering when this man's around.
This is the problem that I have for Beyond, and why I'm confident the Tiger will be closing this. These 2 rounds, you put them back to back. You see how Tiger, they were so close to winning the previous round, but they dropped the ball, right? They don't win the round, they should have won it, but they didn't. You go into the next round, you think, okay, there's a chance for Beyond. The fact that they go in straight into this round and Tiger immediately shut them down, that on average just shows me that Tiger will be winning most of the rounds. And when you're in this situation on the CT side, I feel like Tigers can be that bit more comfortable. It is their map pick after all. Beyond haven't really shown us a whole lot over the past couple of weeks now. So yeah, I'm just not really feeling too confident in Beyond right now. I don't really see anything.
Still, never say never, Dinko. This was just the Eagles, unfortunately. Oh,
okay.
Come on!
He starts reloading as well. He does everything to make that awkward play.
We got 5 Deagles, I think. It's not 4. As we all know in Asian CS, you need to have exactly 4 Deagles, not 3, not 5, for you to guarantee the round win. And with the 5 Deagles, unfortunately, I don't see a reality where Beyond's going to be able to pull this one off. Well,
a couple of seconds now and play 40 of them to be exact. And what you take a look at this B-bomb site, you've got Urkas over here, and he has shut up shop on this B-bomb site pretty much every time. So good luck, Beyond. They're gonna get onto the site. Just from the way he's playing, of course, they're gonna get onto the site. Depends on whether or not 9 has come over, and he's just come at the right time. He's gonna catch out one blood. The smoke is down, and Urcast in a good position. Only gets to 1 though. STK quick on the trigger at 9. Oh, he's on scopes. That'll allow the player to cross to get the bomb down at least. But a 2v4, and it should be done now. This should be around for Tiger, absolutely no problems. And it is now just Olivia, the star player. Yes, a Beyond, but a lot to do, a lot to ask of him, and it's not going to work out in the end. 10 to 10. I feel like that definitely was not a bad round coming in from Beyond in terms of 2 kills. Bomb plant would have liked maybe a little bit more than that, but nonetheless, it's all full focus as we come into round number 22. And it'll be the buyout again for Beyond. They'll get the AWP out for Olivia, the AK-47s for the rest. And it has been it's been a 3 versus 5, I have to say. Beyond have had 3 players showing up, the rest not.
Yeah, QQ and Merrill. QQ, not really surprised. I mean, he's usually the player who tends to struggle quite a bit. I feel like some people might even say he's the weak link of this lineup. He does have his moments here and there, but too far apart for me to be a big fan of. But Meryl's not showing up. That's surprising. He's usually been the solid rock behind Olivia. And on the other side, oh, that's a huge pick. That's a huge pick. Cabal, it's found out. Olivia with the AWP Dinko. Is he going to be stepping on up here? He has been comparatively kind of quiet so far.
Olivia finds Cabal. Oh, this is nice from Tiger. If NCL goes in here and gets this T-con control, he's so tentative in this approach, but he's not going to keep it. That would have been a very important part of the map to control, but here comes the attack. Decide to sit back, and NCL is going to go back over towards the brown train. STK is taking down 9. NCL needs to go huge here. He needs more than 1. That's exactly what's going to happen, actually. He gets 1. Dolby actually assists him, and that's the bomb down. That's the bomb right in the open. That's a bit of a problem here. Urcats with another headshot. QQ. Oh, this is all falling apart. Olivia with the missed shot. He goes down to the USP of NCL. And KTZ tapping away. Finds the first headshot, but needs to deliver 2 more kills. They're incredibly low. Dobu, 16. NCL in 23. If KTZ can just get 1 bullet off of both of them, there's the transfer. That's exactly what needed to happen. And KTZ delivers an 11th round and a 1 versus 2 for the Beyond side. I feel like that could have been played slightly better by Tiger, but nonetheless, will not take it away from KTZ. That was impressive.
That was very impressive. And I feel like KTZ went for the right gamble, right? If he'd gone from the left-hand side, Dobu had his crosshair trained in his position. He would have walked into the AWP. Instead, he goes in from behind the train, and that means the first contact he makes is with NCL, who only has an M4, which is going to win. And then, of course, a very sharp spray transfer onto Dobu. Clearly see over here. Oh, that got very, very hectic indeed. But look at this. Finds it first, an immediate spray transfer. Yeah. But if he had gone the other side, Dobu would have probably hit the shot. Or maybe not. I don't know. But the important thing is, Dinko,
you would have had a chance.
He would have had a chance, 100%. And Tiger, their money is now looking a little grim. Urcast, 94 ADR, 61% headshot rate.
There's not much more he can do. Like, he's had so many impactful moments.
Well, I mean, he could get 100 ADR.
I suppose there's always more that you can do, but as in the situation that we find ourselves in, he is doing so much, so consistently for this team, being so impactful, delivering so much for them. They go on to lose train, I'm gonna be shocked really, because they had every opportunity, I feel, to grab control of this. That round should have been theirs. It just should have been, but KTZ, heroics, and that's all that matters. And while Olivia, oh, missed shot. Just a few of these now. Previous round, I thought it was going to be done with the missed shot, but nonetheless, he has another opportunity, another crack at the whip, because coming into this round, Tiger have decided to go to the pistols. Obviously, there's no other real option for them, so it's all about just saving as much money into the next round as possible so they can get that buyout. So it should be conceding the lead here, but Urcast, it comes down to the timing. He's not looking up, and that should be death coming his way, but he looks back up. Here's the footsteps. There's the chance, but no kill. Don't usually see that. And well, that's the chance that's gone from Tiger. And it's got to be 12 to 11 Beyond into the lead again.
Back and forth we go, Dinko. This game is far from done. This map is far from done. And Olivia, well, we talk about how the previous map was, was just a failure on all fronts from Beyond, and the one thing that stands out to me was Olivia having only 13 kills, Dinko, on Nuke, which is such a rare sight indeed. Right now, he is starting to step up a bit. 19 kills, 21 for KNTZ. SDK, this trio, the three amigos are Beyond. I don't know who Athos is. I don't know who Orthos is, or who's the third guy?
From the Three Musketeers.
Yeah, it's Athos, Porthos. I forget. D'Artagnan's the fourth musketeer. Never mind. Let's call him Olivia.
I have no idea.
Athos, Porthos,
Athos,
Olivia.
Aramis, Porthos.
Is Aramis there? I don't know. Anyway, Vi is going to be coming in. Once again, Urcast going to be the sole defender onto the B bomb site.
Well, 12 to 11. 4 away from Beyond taking it as you get a nice little restart of the round. And we're going to get right back into things. Hopefully there's no serious problems that cannot be fixed quickly. Seems to be over, I would say, either for KNTZ or the Tiger side right now.
Someone DC'd.
No, must be. But we'll get this sorted real quick, and we'll get right back into the action. Seems to be a problem over on Beyond side of things. So 14 round, should I say 4 away from victory for Beyond. Now that would be impressive. If they managed to send us to a third map, I'll be honest, I'll be kind of shocked.
Well, prepare for the shock, Dinka. And you were right, by the way. It is Aramis.
Yeah.
Athos, Porthos, Aramis, and D'Artagnan. I don't remember my a little bit of my literature. Mr. Alexandre Dumas.
I remember reading this at school. I was just thinking Alexandre Dumas was actually Alexander Dumbass, and I was like, can we read that book by that dumbass? Like,
Well, we've all been there, Dinko.
It's when I was a kid as well. You know, the actor I was going to see Percy.
He didn't die in.
He did some
The
video
Martian.
game voiceover.
Have you watched The
Spoiler
Martian?
alert! Haven't seen it yet. No, it's also.
I mean, it's hard to die when you're not even in space. It's based on like actual hard sci-fi.
Yeah.
He's literally a director in NASA. So if he died even
I can
there,
just
I'm like,
imagine
you
just
guys
like,
just making
Shut
stuff up.
Yeah,
now.
he's like, you had a heart attack and died. Okay, thank you.
But it's a family movie. I don't care. You're gonna die. You're Lassie now.
That's actually in my contract. I have to die. But yeah, there's a thing. I think he did a video game as well, Sean Bean. Can't remember what he voiced. It was something impressive. I'll have a little look. It was something I enjoyed, so I'll get back to you on that.
Okay, we do have the game resuming as Tiger and Beyond. Beyond with the 1-round lead on Tiger's map pick. I will like this reaggression from Tiger.
Okay, I got it. He voiced over the Emperor from Oblivion who dies in the first 10 minutes of the video game.
Well, there we go. Sean Bean can't escape death, even if it's in a video game.
That was a good game though.
It has to be in his contract at this point, right?
It has to be. He's typecast himself as the guy that dies. Well, Olivia, he's coming out of Ivy right now with his AWP. Full utility available on KNTZ. And finally, okay, he's going to use some of it. Or at least he was teasing that he was. And Olivia, he's going to catch the kill on the dope. But man, advantage picked up for Beyond. This is a very important round. This cannot afford to go any other way for Tiger other than their way. And it's not going that way right now. Beyond have a man advantage. An NCL position close to T-Con. He needs to step up. He needs more than one here, especially with his teammates going down. Everybody is falling here on the Tiger side. And what round it is from Beyond.
NCL doesn't find a single kill, and that was such a big miscomm coming out from the side of Beyond, for the side of Tiger, excuse me. Dobu was in pop, right? He comes out, and that's an angle which is definitely visible from Ivy for Olivia to find. And how does a player who's on top of the train there, how does he not call it out? How does he not call it that, hey, Dobu, you're exposed, right? That's an open angle. You might be walking out to your own death. It's a great work from Beyond there. I like how Olivia patiently waited for his teammates from Pop Dog to push out Dobu, but just bad miscomms and yeah, just overall a pretty terrible CD side coming out here from Tiger. Well, they get nothing saved, Dinko. It's going to be pistols again for Tiger and Beyond now. 3 rounds away from taking map number 2 here and taking us all the way to Dust 2, where I think the entire panel are going to be in agreement here. Yourself, me, along with the other 2 lunatics who have lost their minds along with us, Dinko. I think we all agree that Dust 2 is completely 50-50.
Yeah, I think if we see Beyond win Train, I just kind of lose all faith in anything anymore. I'm just along for the ride in the 3rd map. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. Well, Olivia, take you down 9. It's a good kill. You'll get a 2nd as well. You want anybody else want to give him a chance here?
Come on, let's go. Give him one more.
Oh, spotted another. There he's jumping across. They'll be up on top of the brown train. He'll eventually fall away.
I like how he's leading the charge with an AWP. Why is he the guy running out when you have your teammates with AK-47s and against USPs, you know, they only have pistols, and he runs out first, Dinko? Why is Olivia such an animal? So much bloodlust.
Yeah, he's 22 and 15. I feel like they just want to slam down Tiger. It's almost kind of embarrassing if Tiger going to lose this, though, because not only is it their map pick, not only did they have a decent enough half to do damage coming out the T side, but they also they've also been playing 5 versus 3 this entire game.
Well, for the side of Tiger, it is a team effort, but not a single player has cracked the 20 kill barrier. Urcast closes to 19. Everyone else like 17, 12, 14, 11. Yeah, 3v5. Do have a timeout getting called here. I do assume it is a tactical timeout. We see yet another buy. Now, Tiger. They pulled off what we all call the impossible, just dismantling Beyond on Nuke, which was a very unexpected result. And heading into Train, I mean, I honestly felt they'd done enough on their T side, Dinko. They won the pistol round as well, and then the CD side had just fallen apart. Credit to Beyond though, they're playing a pretty solid T side. It's just that it's they're not really facing any defense from Tiger, I feel like, especially as out of bombs. That inner, it's Urcast, and he's so good towards inner, and Beyond like, yeah, you know what, screw it, we're just gonna keep taking this out of bomb set, and it's working out for them time and time and time again. And look at Barrage Utility being tossed out. They're not going to take advantage of it. They're going to force out Tiger to use up a bit of the utility they have. But Doe staying alive in Pop Dog, that's going to be quite crucial here for the side of Tiger. And look at the aggression from the Mongolians. Cabal's pushed up all the way to its Ivy. He's going to spot out KNTZ. They're going to be falling on back. And it's in a bomb site, it looks like that's where Beyond are going to be gravitating towards. And with that, 9 is going to be heading towards inner and bolstering that defense.
Do or die time for Tiger. Flawless it needs to be. Like Yoda, though. And what? Smoke goes down towards Pop Dog. There's a little bit of a gap to look over the top of, and now the push comes in from Beyond. Molotov clearing out the close corner that Urcast previously occupied in a lot of these gun rounds, and this is much better from Beyond. I know they're going to win this now, but it feels like they're just so... I'm proud of this team. They've actually adapted. They figured out how this bomb site defense is working for Tiger, and you could see on the fly how much work they've actually done to pull it back. They had the Molotovs in place, the utility was on point. I'm proud of Beyond. They figured it out, blah.
They have, and I love the double push up towards upper ramp, and yeah, like there was nothing 9 could do. He just had a pixel angle. He was able to rattle off a couple of shots, but that's all he could find. Urcast good for 1. That's about it. Even actually no, he didn't get a single kill. Urcast getting taken down as well. The Mongolian Wunderkid not able to beat the Rock. We've known him for, we've been praising him towards the inner bomb site. And yeah, like I said, Dinko, the reality is that it looks like Tiger and Beyond are going to be winning their opponent's map pick. And we might just be heading into Dust 2 here in the next couple of minutes.
Well, I don't think it might be. I think it's almost written down in contract, signed here, Black. Is 15 to 11 on the board. Tiger going to have to do everything to just pull it back to overtime, and haven't really been able to get that CT side going at all. I feel like this half has just been so terrible for them, and the big turnaround, I feel like the moment that broke their back was when KTZ wins that 1 versus 2 against the low HP players. After we found those 2 kills, that's when everything kind of changed for the team. And Beyond, just kind of continued to win rounds and rack them up. So at this moment, I'm getting a little bit scared for Tiger, because their lack of ability to adapt in the second half has been shocking, shall I say. I mean, it's just been unbelievable how they haven't been able to figure out anything. Well, STK off to a fantastic start. Blinded still takes down Cabal. Man advantage in play here for Beyond.
So very low, STK. But yeah, Cabal's going to be fuming after that. He's had a very, very quiet game here. Top 6 rated player in the tournament. Being kind of neutralized by Beyond. I like what Beyond are doing here. They got the opening pick. They're going to slow things down. A little bit of Bogdan Slaw coming to play. STK going to be building the AWP as we have the 5 Thai players heading straight towards Inner. A little bit of switcheroo happening with the AWP. And yeah, why not? Give it to Olivia. Give it to Olivia. We're going to be heading on down, Dinko. It's going to be all 5 players looking to explode. But look at the position from Urcast. He only has an MP9.
Oh! Well, it's Dobu, NCL, and 9. A 4 versus 3. A man advantage in play. Now doubled over here for Beyond as they continue to run on in. It'll be a good peek. Olivia shutting down NCL, and that's it. 16 to 11. We head to map number 3. It's going to be Dust 2 coming up. Beyond. I mean, that's just a huge turnaround. A fantastic T side, fully confident. And I have to say, the lack of turnaround there from Tiger was kind of surprising. The fact that they could not adapt at all. And it wasn't even like Urcast was showing up like we usually say. It was just bad in the second half from Tiger.
Well, let's get 2 other gentlemen in to join in the discussion. Tom, Mitch, for me personally, it's kind of nice to see Dinko look disappointed. He was like, "Yeah, Tiger's got this." I'm like, Dinko, I mean, I know you're young, but you're not that naive.
Look, I'm just trying to will it into existence. That's my my mantra, right? I just kind of say it, put it out there in the world, and maybe it'll happen.
Oh well, I mean, I heard a certain someone saying, well, Mitch said that Tiger's slowing down
Mitch,
on this map.
That's
not going to happen.
Yeah,
well,
that's exactly what I was trying to do,
what?
Mitch.
Here
right.
we are.
Still making the final. Still making the final, of course.
This was upsetting. I mean, the one thing I wanted to see was Cabal take up that op. Come on, Tom. I mean, where was he? He could have been dropping 30s.
To be fair, that could have actually helped. I feel like that CT side was so bad. The CT side was so bad that I feel like that double up setup actually would have worked out. Like, it would have changed something up. At least they would have had something different, because nothing was working.
But I appreciate that you've tried to come up with something.
Wrong at this point. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I honestly think that a lot of it comes down to their CT side being static. Like, I don't think that, like, a lot of teams when it comes to this map, you talk about the sort of gamble rotations, the pressure put onto the upper ramp, the taking of Ivy, Pop, or maybe A main, and I haven't seen enough of that when it comes to the CT side from Tiger to really be impressed with them as a team. And I think in some of the earlier rounds, we actually saw that a little bit, like on their CT side. Like, I do kind of agree with you in the sense, well, yeah, you're not always wrong. That 1v2 played a big part, because I think that some of the players maybe just lost some of their confidence. We saw the fast B hits start to come back in for Beyond, which was something that I mentioned previously. Their CT side, B side relies firmly on Urcast being the best player in the server. And a lot of the time he is, so I can understand why they've taken that risk. But even if he's on like a 50-50 game, that's enough for them to lose the entire map. Cabal wasn't his normal self, like with or without an AWP. NCL wasn't quite as good as the last map, and Dobu definitely wasn't. So I think we just saw a fall off in other players. But I want to give props on the other side because we see Olivia come back to form. STK as well, one of the worst performers in the previous map, going to be the top fragger in this one. So we got the players that we needed. And even with Mayros having a really bad performance, they managed to make that match look quite easy. Now we go into Dust 2, which Olivia has been truly fantastic on. We may not have got it in the order, I think, but I do